Last time, when I was driving the LYNK&CO Z10 EV, I was just smitten. The design, the way it handles, the whole Scandinavian luxury meets Chinese EV thing, it was the most underrated EV I've ever met in China. However, today, we have something similar, yet different. Imagine you had a very hot and sexy girlfriend, but you didn't marry her. And then after some time, you meet her and you realize that she changed and she's different. This is the vibe this car gives to me. Z10 EV and 10 EMP look very much alike, except the new hub here. We have 21-inch wheels and we have the new sport kit and also the paint. Now we have white with black top, which also gives a little bit of different feeling, different vibe to this whole car. Except this, everything else is pretty much the same as LYNK&CO Z10 EV. So I won't stop that much on the exterior, and I will tell you a bit more about the feeling inside the car. The seats are a little bit more family-oriented rather than sport-oriented. I can't say it's a good or bad thing, but it did solve the problem which LYNK&CO Z10 had regarding the comfort, that many people were complaining it's a little bit too sporty. What I don't like here are those stitches on the door. They feel a little bit too much Geely. I can feel this vibe of Galaxy coming to this car a bit too much. The seats are stitched as well, and they feel really, really good. I do like the stitching on the seats, and I like this little element which came from Zeekr, which before wasn't there. It does give a little bit of a premium feeling. I have a bit of complaint about this part here. It does look very cheap and very plasticish. It's like a sticker on the top of something. However, inside, it's all good. You have a double cup holder, you have some pocket here for the key or for the phone, you have double wireless charger, the seats are heated, ventilated, massaged, you have a really large HUD. You have a very interesting decision here. This solution is really cool. It's like air conditioner, which comes inside the speaker. So if I turn off AC, it should disappear and just become the regular speaker. The AC disappears. Then when you turn on the AC, look at it. It will open, show you the vents. I'm not sure how practical it will be, but it does look very cool and it helps to put the ear on the top of the screen. One thing which I complained a lot about in Z10 EV was the small mirror, right? And the cheap piece of plastic here. This one is fully reimagined. Look at this, a proper size mirror for both driver and the passenger. One more very cool feature. Look, you have a very decent fridge with quite large space. It's -6 to +50. But here, look at it. You have one more decent space. You can put the phone, you can put the key, you can put something else here and lock it easily. If you want to open fridge, here you go. You want to get your stuff, here you go. And I usually criticize fridge in the car. With this solution, it worth it. So I would recommend you to get the fridge if you get this car. When I took LYNK&CO Z10 EV in the beginning, I was a little bit upset about the back seat space. It's okay to sit there, but it doesn't feel very comfortable, especially if you take car for a long ride. Let's check it out here. So look, I sit in front, right? That's my position. I think it's exactly the same. It's not very comfortable, but yet it's much softer. And the headspace is all right. I have like about half of the fist on the top of my head. Cannot say that it's a very big amount of space, but it's okay. Very good thing here is that you have this ear vent, which can be closed and open manually. Also very nice on the right side, you have this little table. All the seats in this car are heated, ventilated, and with a massage function. The seats here can be reclined up to 124 degrees. It's not the biggest angle, but for sedan, it's pretty much okay because you need to think that you have a trunk behind, right? It's not SUV. This car does feel a little bit more family-oriented. It might be quite practical. LYNK&CO 10 EMP has 4 modes overall. One is intelligent AI mode, which is combination of gasoline engine and motors. Then there is a pure EV, plus there is a snow mode. Of course, my favorite one, as you can guess, is performance mode. And here you can feel a little bit changes in the car. So after driving this car for a while, my first impression faded a bit, and let me break down for you by different categories how I really feel about this car. Performance-wise, it does have power. It's more than enough to overtake somebody, but it doesn't really feel that impressive as Z10 EV. I feel that engine and motors are pretty much combined together, so you cannot feel any vibration from the engine. You cannot feel any kick-in point. But it's still not there comparing with Z10. Everything sport. Let's try. Yeah, this car can go, but it's not LYNK&CO Z10 EV. On the straight line, it can maybe get like 6-7 seconds far away from those 5 they said on paper. I don't know what can you do to make it 5 seconds. So if Z10, for example, has 9 out of 10, I would give EMP around 6 out of 10, performance-wise, power-wise. The second category I want to talk about is comfort. This car really improved a lot in the comfort part. I feel much softer, the seats are cushier. For the comfort, if LYNK&CO Z10 gets maybe 5 out of 10. For this one, it's gonna be 7.5 out of 10. This car has double wishbone front suspension and 5-link rear suspension. It is very soft. On the road, it can help you to basically counter any small undulation, any small issue, the pothole, you barely feel it. However, when you have the speed bump, you would feel it quite well, and it still does a lot of noise, like boom, 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 boom on the speed bumps. So for suspension, I don't know, it depends from which side you look at it, guys. If you look at it from side of comfort, it's a big improvement. If you look at it at the side of handling, it's kind of step back. So I would give suspension 6 out of 10, and for Z10 EV, it's gonna be maybe 7 out of 10. Talking about the handling, which is connected to suspension, it is much worse comparing with Z10 EV. EV has a very precise, very sharp handling. You can feel every degree of turning of steering wheel in the car. This one, I mean, look at this. It's a very, very Chinese tuned car. It's very soft, even in the sport mode. With 2 fingers, I can already drive this car easily. Like sitting here, I can see LYNK&CO logo, I can see LYNK&CO style, but I don't feel LYNK&CO handling. So for handling Z10 EV, I would give 9 out of 10. For this car, maybe 5 or even 4.5. Brake-wise, honestly, it does handle the braking quite well. It's slightly more than 35 meters from 100 to 0. You have a lot of confidence with it. The thing is that this car doesn't have that rapid acceleration as EV, so you don't really need that crazy brake power here as well. I think it's almost equal. So maybe LYNK&CO Z10 EV, I give 8.5 out of 10. For this one, 7.5 out of 10. It's very similar. LYNK&CO Z10 EMP offers 2 batteries. Both of them are LFP batteries. Small one gives you 120-ish kilometers of range, whether the large one gonna give you 240 kilometers of COCT range. Maybe a real range you can get around like 80 kilometers in the small battery and maybe 160, 170 on the large battery. It's a pure EV range, of course. But the combined range, guys, 1,400 kilometers. It is an incredible distance which this car can cover. It can solve any kind of worry or issue for like north of China, for countries like Canada, for northern part of US, where the winters are pretty cold and where people might need this extra range. So for the range, this car is 10 out of 10, and Z10 EV is probably 6 out of 10, because that is a pure EV range. It's good, but it cannot be compared with 1,400 kilometers. Last time when I did the review of Z10, and I found 4 reasons why that car didn't sell well. And this EMP one will solve 2 out of 4. The original Z10 EV didn't have that much comfort. It was more like a car for drivers. This car is much more comfortable, much more relaxing drive, so I think a lot of people gonna like it. And the brand positioning. LYNK&CO is mostly about the extended range EVs or plug-in hybrid. It was never about pure EV. This car is more inside that circle of brand positioning, and extended range can solve any worries of people who maybe want to buy the car in the north. Lynk&Co Z10 EMP got the new driving assist function. It's a higher level assist. It's called G-Pilot H7. The highest level is G-Pilot H9, but it's gonna go to Zeekr 9X only for now. But this one is the highest among all Lynk&Co so far. Here we have a button for the driving assist. So once you press it, you get the signal, and here we can see that NOA is activated. Once it's there, basically the computer takes over and you can relax and just hold the steering wheel, look around, but you don't really need to do anything anymore. It does feel much better and much more confident than the previous version of it. Look, we need to turn right. It does the merge quite close to the crossroad. It doesn't turn like before 1 kilometer ahead, you know? It's a very human-like driving. Once we're approaching the car, it goes 360. We don't really need it right now. In this window, we can see everything around us, like what cars are front or back. This car is equipped with LiDAR, so it's not only camera-based. Look, the right turn, simple one, but there might be scooters on the right, so it slowly go right. And it goes somehow between lanes. I think it wanted to go to that lane, but then realized that it's a left turn lane. Look, here's no markings at all. There's a road with 0 markings, and yet it handles it quite well. A little bit slower than human driver, but look at this, 0 markings. So here we should do U-turn, guys, and let's see if this new autopilot can do the U-turn or not. It shows that it can, but I'm not that confident in it. Okay, the trajectory is totally wrong. It is not right. It is not right. No. It didn't do well. It's good, but it's not there yet still. What makes Z10 EMP special is its DNA. The CMA Evo architecture is an EV first in mind architecture designed for balance, strengths, and future updates. With this architecture, the manufacturer can update lots of things, from the throttle response to power output to brakes performance, and even the consumption of engine and the motors. I think for majority of people who are concerned about the stiffness of the car, about the range, about the price, and about the positioning within the brand, the main problems we figured out Z10 EV had, for those people, this car will be a really good solution, I believe. If I choose the car, I would probably go with Z10 EV because I really like the feeling of drive. Lynk&Co has a very specific image of a young and sporty brand, full of muscle, full of power and fun. This car is different. It's more of the product which will sell well in China rather than real Lynk&Co. What do you guys say? Is it real Lynk&Co? Or is it just a good-looking, pretty, nice car from Lynk&Co lineup? Drop a comment below, please.